The Walton family earns roughly $100 million per day, not from running Walmart, but from a trust structure Sam Walton built before most of his heirs were born. 6 heirs split $4.7 billion in annual dividends alone. Meanwhile, the median Walmart employee makes $27,136 a year. That means the family collects more before breakfast on January 1st than their average worker earns in 12 months. But this isn't a story about greed, or at least not the kind you think, because the system that generates that $100 million a day was built to be untouchable, and it starts with a legal structure most Americans have never heard of. The question isn't whether the Waltons are rich, it's whether the architecture Sam Walton put in place has made it mathematically impossible for his family to ever stop being rich, no matter what they do. Most people assume the Waltons are rich because Walmart is big. And it is, $648 billion in revenue last year, more than the GDP of Sweden. But here's what that surface story misses. The Waltons haven't run Walmart's daily operations in decades. The current CEO, Doug McMillon, isn't a Walton. The current chairman is Rob Walton's son-in-law. The Waltons don't operate their wealth. They architect it. And the difference between those two words is worth about $267 billion. To understand how, you have to go back to 1945, when Sam Walton wasn't a billionaire. He was a 27-year-old who just lost his first store, a Ben Franklin franchise in Newport, Arkansas. He forgot to renew the lease. The landlord took it. Everything gone. That failure taught Sam Walton something most entrepreneurs never learn. He didn't just need a business, he needed a structure that could never be taken from his family again. So he built one. It's called Walton Enterprises, not a corporation, a limited liability company. Today, it controls roughly 47% of all Walmart stock. The family doesn't run Walmart. They own the machine that runs Walmart. And because it's structured as a pass-through entity, the wealth flows directly to the heirs without the double taxation a traditional corporation would trigger. But the real architecture goes deeper. The Waltons use what estate planners call the Jackie O Trust model, charitable remainder trusts that defer capital gains taxes indefinitely while still generating income for the family. The assets grow, the family gets paid, and the tax bill keeps getting pushed into the future, legally, exposed in public filings. And then there's the foundation. The Walton Family Foundation spent $1.8 billion in 2022 alone. Alice Walton built Crystal Bridges, a museum housing a $1.2 billion art collection. And if you've ever bought groceries at Walmart, you've contributed, however microscopically, to a dividend pool that flows directly into this architecture. The true tax rate for the 25 richest Americans in 2021, 3.4%. The median American household pays 14%. So here's what the Walton story actually tells us. Wealth at this scale isn't earned once, it's engineered to be permanent. The same structure that lets the Waltons collect $100 million a day is the structure that ensures their great-grandchildren, people who may never set foot in a Walmart, will still be among the richest humans alive. Sam Walton lost a store in 1945 because he forgot a clause in a lease, so he spent the rest of his life making sure his family would never depend on a single clause, a single store, or a single generation again. He didn't just build a business, he built infrastructure. And in America, infrastructure outlasts everything, including the workers who built it. But the Waltons aren't the most extreme version of this. There's a family worth over $160 billion that has never given a single interview, and their wealth architecture makes the Waltons look transparent. If you made it this far, you're the kind of person who wants to understand how the world actually works, not how it's presented. That's what this channel does. Every video, one dynasty, one corporation, or one fortune taken apart to show you the machinery underneath. Subscribe so the next one reaches you. This is Billion Lifelines.